everybody, this is Rose of Sharon, and I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently had a chance to see Shazam, and honestly, I absolutely adore Shazam. Shazam is one of my favorite DC superheroes, other than, of course, the obvious, which is Wonder Woman. If you know me well, then you know Wonder Woman's my girl. But that being said, I think that Shazam is the best movie that they've done. And of course, they get away with a lot of things that Disney never could. There's quite a bit of innuendo. There are some darker, more ominous moments within Shazam itself that kind of lend it to the realm of horror, which, given the director that they decided to go with, makes absolute sense. But nonetheless, I'm not going to be giving any spoilers away. Although there is a very interesting part at the very, very end, and knowing a little bit about it and having watched Teen Titans, I thought maybe that's who that character was, but yeah, that's the only little nugget of wisdom I'm going to give you on that. That's the only reveal. Hopefully it's not enough to be considered a spoiler, but still, it's really interesting. They open it up to a whole new realm of possibilities, especially with one particular scene, and I'm not going to say which it is because I thought, and my friend did too, that it made the whole movie, but Zach Levi is absolutely sensational, and he's perfect for the role because he's basically a big kid in an adult's body, and he just lends himself to very pure of heart, innocent, sometimes naive characters, sort of big, lovable guy that's instantly charismatic and likable, yet he has his own flaws. He comes off as very selfish and self-centered, and then we realize the reason behind that, and Billy, we get a lot of sympathy and empathy toward his character. He's a very tragic character, but the movie is by far one of the funniest films I've seen in a good long time, and probably the best superhero flick I've seen since a lot of the Marvel films. But other than Captain Marvel, and coincidentally enough, Captain Marvel was what Shazam's real name is, but let's not get into that. Excuse me. I just want to give my complete rating to the movie in and of itself is positively ingenious and brilliant. Astronomically done. Cast, crew, everything. I have no vetching on that whatsoever. 2 thumbs. Way up. Out of the rooftop. Way, way, way into the cosmos. It defied all my expectations. It's, like I said, the best DC movie out there, and you did my boy justice. Kudos to you. Thank you. I love you. I'm a DC girl to start out with, and if you know me well enough, that was my origin. That's what I grew up with as a kid, going to a comic show, my first ever comic show over in the fairgrounds close to home, and I found retro issues of Wonder Woman. I fell in love with them, and I asked Daddy if he would purchase them for me, and of course he did. But thanks, Dad. I appreciate you turning me into a complete and total nerd. But nonetheless, it was absolutely spectacular, and it gets my highest grade of 5 stars, hands down, as the epitome of what a DC movie is, and the potential and everything was just positively sensational. And not only that, but our cinema was almost completely packed. There were people that were coming to see Captain Marvel. Of course, there were a lot there too, and I thought, I'm not surprised. Marvel is very popular, but Shazam seems to be performing quite well at the box office, so this definitely leaves a sequel open in the mix, and there is a spoiler at the end, so for those of you who are patient enough to stick around for the credits, like you would with a lot of superhero films, and DC just started doing that too, which I'm glad they took notice of that formula and thought, oh, maybe we should start doing this, but we're not going to be like Marvel because when we did that before, we sucked. So we left that behind and we decided to do it our own way. And now we've come into our own finally. This is what I consider the bismuth, the pinnacle, the acme of DC filmmaking, and with what I heard confirmed just recently from my friend's newsfeed just gave me chills. I thought, yes, thank you. You're doing something right for a change. We love you at last. But nevertheless, I adored the cast. I thought that the horror element was really unnerving and uneasy, as it should have been. Of course, the whole time I'm thinking of something else, another two particular franchises in particular that I won't mention out loud because they belong to the realm of anime. But if you've seen Shazam and you know what it's about, you know where I'm going with this, and I won't say anymore. Let's see. That's about all I have to say about Shazam. And if you're a fan like me and you've been a DC homegirl or homeboy, proud about it, I would definitely go see it because it's well worth it. Until next time, live long, prosper. Ciao, Titi.